Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is S'mores Cabin by Caribou. It's really good. Got it at Ollie's. I hope they carry it again because I'll get a couple more packs of that. Their coffee is very reasonably priced if you have an Ollie's in your area. I like to stock up on coffee there. I buy all these coffee too. I have coffee maker that I have is a Famiworth's. I love it. It's self-cleaning and it's real easy to use. Single serve, doesn't take up too much room. So I like to use the coffee pods, and it came with a refillable pod too, so that you can use any loose coffee you want. I'm not affiliated with Famiworth's at all. It's something that I bought myself, and I've been very happy with it. So I've been thinking about opening an Amazon affiliate store because I know sometimes you guys want to know what brand a certain thing is that I'm using, and I always like to share when I find things that are useful to me. So maybe I'll do that, but not today. So today's high temperature is going to be 73, and it's a very cloudy day. It's drizzling off and on. Everything is wet. So I'm sure those are some remnants of the Hurricane Helene that have migrated north. But I don't mind the rain. It's kind of nice to, that'll keep me in the house and doing things. So rather than always, I have to go outside and do this, I have to go outside and do that. But next month or next week, once things dry out, I'm going to start covering up my patio furniture and things that I want to keep out in the garden. I have some old things out there that I really don't care that much about anymore, so I probably won't even bother covering those. And if they're still around in the spring, then good, I'll continue to use them. And if not, they'll go in the trash. So that's what I'm thinking. So that goes with the use it up philosophy. Once things get past the point of no return, you might as well throw them out. So I got a Walmart order yesterday because I was out of chocolate creamer. I normally get the Walmart brand because it's just as good as the International Delight, the chocolate caramel. But they were out, so I ended up paying more for the International Delight brand. And that's okay. It's a couple dollars more. But, so I got that one and one extra. So I guess I'm not giving up the creamer anytime soon. Oh well. All right. Cheers. Very good coffee. Actually, it could just use just a splash more of the creamer. Just a splash. There we go. So, anyway, I don't know what I'm doing today. Tomorrow, I have to go get some labs done from my Medicare yearly checkup. And then I have to take a trip out to Costco. I need some gas in the car, and I want to get a couple of extra bags, well, one extra bag of 40 pounds of dog food. 40 pounds lasts me about 5 weeks, I would say, with the 3 dogs. I feed them 4 cups of dog food a day, and they're just free grazers, I guess you could call them. I don't have a specific time where I feed them. their food just sits out all day. It's dry dog food, so. And then they get their treats in between, and I like to buy them those little mini carrots. They like those, so, and any vegetables they like, lettuce, things like that. And they have dog treats too, regular old dog treats. So I have to stock up a little bit on those too. So then I think I'm going to be all stocked up for winter, hopefully. But I do still want to look for a solar generator, and I'm actually looking for one that I would be capable to charge with my generator, my dual fuel generator that I just bought, because charging it with solar panels here in my area in the winter is kind of, it's not happening. So I thought that's what I would do. And I'm also looking into one that I could charge with wind power. They make little attachments that you can put on. I don't know how it works. I have to do more research. But it's like a little windmill fan that somehow you can attach to your generator to charge it. So, but like I said, I have to do more research on that. So anyway, all right, well, that's what's happening in my little corner of the world here. And let me know what's happening in your little corner of the world. Hopefully those of you that were impacted by the hurricane are starting to recover. I know there's still a lot of people with power out, and hopefully you guys had a generator so that you don't have to totally live off grid. So, all right, I'll meet you over there at the budget book. Well, I'm back here at my budget book, and yesterday I did spend money. I didn't go anywhere, but I put in a Walmart order, and I got a few more things for the prepper stash. I was pretty light on canned fruit, so I picked some canned fruit that I liked. And fruit cocktail is always a good choice because it's a mix of fruit, obviously. I like canned peaches. I almost like canned peaches better than fresh peaches. I do like nectarines, a nice sweet nectarine. And I like peaches, but I think canned peaches they taste better to me. And then I also like canned pineapple. I think that's delicious. And what else did I get? I think that was it on the fruit. So if I'm going to stock up on fruit, I got 3 of each. And if I'm going to stock up on the canned fruit, those are my choices. So, get the fruits that you like. Don't just stock up on every fruit under the sun because that's what you think you should do and because it's cheap. If it's something you don't like and it's on sale, well, you're just not going to eat it. So those were my choices. So I got some extra salt because that's important to have, salt and pepper, even if you don't have a whole lot of other spices. Having enough salt and pepper to flavor your food is important. What else did I get? Oh, I got a lot of the clear, American Clear, I think they're called, the different flavored beverages. And I like to put those in with flavor enhancer packets and water because I don't like real fizzy stuff. I just like a little bit of it. So I just put a little bit in with my water. And, I buy them for my grandson too, even though he buys his own food. Whatever I have in the house, he's more than welcome to eat, but he doesn't. He likes buying his own food. So, especially since I'm vegetarian, you know, he's not much into vegetables and fruits. Well, what are you going to do? He's 21 and he can make his own decision about that. So anyway, what else did I get? I think that was pretty much it. I didn't get any produce. I like to pick out my own produce. I didn't get bread. I don't need any of that. I have plenty. So it was mainly staples that I bought. I'm trying to think what else. Well, it wasn't anything real exciting. That's why I didn't even bother showing the haul, because there was no point. And then I also went on Amazon, and I've showed before I have the little tabletop fireplace things that I have a few of those that I've used before in a power outage. And I bought a gallon of fuel for that, something that won't smoke, because I noticed whatever I had in the one little fireplace that I used a few videos ago, it started to smoke. And so whatever I had in there, I think I might have put lamp oil in there. And I also checked to see if I have enough lamp oil for my oil lamps. And I have plenty of that, but I was a little short on the fireplace fuel. And I thought, you know, it would even be nice during the winter. I don't use them much because I'm trying to conserve it if there's an emergency. But I thought it would be nice during the winter when it's really cold out to maybe light one of those up just for the ambiance of it. So I got a gallon of that, and that was like $30-some. I think it came to $33. It wasn't cheap, but that was if I did an auto ship. So I said, okay, every 6 months I'll get another gallon of it. So that way I won't be so sparing with it, and I can use it. Anyway, that's what I bought. So the main reason, too, that I did the Walmart haul, all this stuff was in my cart for probably 3 weeks, was because I was totally out of the chocolate creamer. So I got a couple of those. So that's what I bought. And everything that I bought was very useful. I didn't buy anything that I couldn't use. But I'm trying to think of scenarios of if the power goes out, and especially now with all this storms and stuff going on, you know, with the hurricane season, and it's our tornado season. It's spring and summer and fall, our tornado season here where I live. So I'm trying to think of everything that I could use in, you know, for a power outage. Because they do seem to be lasting for much longer periods of time than they used to. They used to be right on top of it, and the longest that we used to lose power was maybe a day, and now it could be several days. Like I said, my sons both lost power in August for 5 days, and thank God they had generators, so, you know, it was fine. So, anyway, I think I got my little rechargeable blender that I bought here somewhere, and it arrived, and it looks like it's nice. I haven't tried it out yet, but I thought that would be nice to have if the power does go out and I have fruit and stuff in my freezer that is starting to melt. It shouldn't be with my new generator coming, but I thought maybe I could use that to make some smoothies. So anyway, all right, well, that's my budget chat, and I hope that you guys have enough provisions to get you through if there's power outages or whatever happens, and that everybody will be safe. So, okay. All right, well, I bought this little portable blender. It's a Moco, and it comes in different colors. And this one, I know it looks pink, but I ordered red, which is fine. The only reason I ordered the red was because it was cheaper than the other ones. So they did have a pink one, so they sent me this one. But I think it was like $27, and it had a coupon off. I don't remember. It was on Amazon. But I thought this would be a nice thing to have if the power goes out and you want to blend up some of your fruits and some of the things in your freezer before they thaw and go bad. At least you could use a little rechargeable blender. So it comes with a top, a straw, a little brush, charger, and then this brush to clean it. You have to put it together. And it comes with 50 recipes that I hope you have classes to read, because they're really tiny. But it comes with that, and then of course a user manual. So I thought that might be a good thing to have on hand if the power goes out. And it's a nice heavy blender piece. Looks like it would be good for chopping up things, and they say you can chop ice in it too. So, and then the blender part also works as a cup. So I haven't tried it out yet. I need to charge it up. But I just wanted to share that with you, that maybe that might be helpful for you. And I'm going to try that. I wonder if you could make nice cream with this. You know, where you take the banana and you take some other fruit and turn it into nice cream. I'm going to give that a try too. So, okay, that's one thing I got today from Amazon. And then I also got 2 fire blankets. There were 2 in a pack. And I can't remember what I paid for that. I'll put it on the screen here. But, you know, if there's a fire that breaks out, it's good to have a fire blanket because it'll quelch the fire. And also have some fire extinguishers in a couple different places in your home. So, now I'm still waiting for some fuel that I ordered, and also my generator should be coming, I think, next Friday. And hopefully it's already on the way. Well, I know it's already on the way, so it's not stuck on a ship somewhere. So, okay, I'm going to charge this up and give it a try. I had a nice surprise this morning when I uncovered my lion's mane mushroom that I got at the farmer's market. Look at that. And I think these are ready to eat. But then this was the surprise. I didn't even realize this was growing on the other side. So I need to cook those up. Beautiful. And this is the second bloom. So I'm going to keep going with this one. I was going to put it in the composter, but I think I might get some more out of it. Now this one, this is a different kind of mushroom, and I think it's too dry. So I'm going to try putting a little water in the bottom of this just to moisten it and see if I can't get it to grow. These are blue oyster mushrooms. So we'll see, but yeah, this was a really good surprise this morning. And the lion's mane mushroom is very sweet. It has a real sweet taste, and it's supposed to be good for your gut health, for your brain health. So I think I'll cook those up. All right. And if you let them grow, this is why they call them lion's mane, because they get very hairy, but they're still edible. But I think this is the phase where you want to eat them. I don't know. You have to do more research because I love to research everything. It's a hobby of mine. All right, let's have some coffee. Cheers. I like having chats with you guys in the morning. Let me know in the comments below if you like that too, or if I should just stop talking. Oh well, believe it or not, I'm more an introvert than an extrovert. I mean, if you get me on a subject that I really am passionate about or that I know things about, you know, I can engage in a lot of conversation. But small talk, oh my God, I just want to run screaming into the night. I can't stand small talk. But I guess you have to start there before you can figure out if somebody can have a conversation with you or not. So, I got a whole slew of bills that came in, you know, the electric, the gas, the water, you know, not anything but the basic ones. So I have to pay bills today, which isn't my favorite thing to do, but at least there's money in there to pay them, which I'm very, very thankful. Thank you, Lord, for that. So we have to be grateful for what we have. We have to be grateful for the people in our lives. If you can't be grateful for the people in your lives, maybe it's time to re-examine your relationships with them. And either if it's within your power to change your relationship with somebody, then go ahead. You're not going to change that person, so you have to change either your perception of that person or how you interact with that person. So the change has to come from you, because it's not going to come from them. And then if it's not something that you want to put the effort into, that's okay too. Then it's time to say, okay, we'll just agree to go our separate ways or have less interaction with that person. And I know that's hard to do if it's somebody you're married to or your children, if you don't get along with them. That's another thing I thank God for, is my children and my family. My marriages, not so much, but it's okay. I'm good right where I am. It was like one of those, well, you know, it was fun while it lasted, but there were too many issues, too many things that we didn't agree on. And I mean, it wasn't like it was horrendous. It was nothing like that. It was just, you know, there's that, what is that? I don't remember how it goes, where you're on a train and some people are in your life for the whole ride, and some people get off at this stop and some people get off at that stop. I don't know. It's something I read, and it makes perfect sense. So I guess that's what it was. Now, for me, if by chance I don't want to be closed off from anything, you know, I want to remain open and open-minded. And if by chance someone were to come into my life, then I would definitely consider having a relationship with that person. I don't think I'd ever want to live with somebody again, but, you know, it's like that James Bond movie, Never Say Never. But it's not something that I'm dreaming about. It's not something that I'm seeking. I'm very happy as a single person on my own. So I like the freedom of that. That's the one thing that I enjoy the most. I like making decisions for myself, and if I want to stay up all night and binge watch a TV show, then that's what I can do. Or if I want to go somewhere, if I want to take a trip, which I don't really do, I can do that without consulting anyone else. If I want to buy something, this or that, I don't have to consult with anybody else. So I've always been a very independent person, even though I was raised as an only child. And my mom especially, well, my dad in some ways too, but mostly with my mom, she was very overprotective of me, which I'm thankful for, because she's always been a very loving woman. I always knew that, I came first in her life, which my children did too in my life. So, but sometimes when you're overprotective with your kids, they become too dependent. And that's not something that you want to do either, because you're not going to be around forever. And, then when you're gone, your kids are kind of lost. Because not all of us have the privilege to live to a ripe old age. So, those of us that leave the world earlier and have kids, you at least want to make sure they're going to be okay without you. So anyway, yeah, I don't know how I got on that tangent, but anyway, that's how I feel about life. Stay open to opportunities, and when an opportunity, you have to recognize an opportunity when it comes along too. Surround yourself with people that potentially could help you along in whatever your journey is down the road, and have less interaction with the people that hold you back, that say, no, you can't do that. You're not qualified to do that. You're just this and you're just not that. And, surround yourself with people that can help you along. That's what I did in my career, and I did very well in my career. I became a corporate nurse, where I was responsible for numerous facilities and making sure that they stayed compliant with the state rules and regulations. And I taught classes on different subjects, so I did very well in my nursing career. I wasn't a floor nurse, which, God bless the floor nurses. They're phenomenal, keeping sick people, getting them healthier and things, and very smart. But it wasn't my bag. It just wasn't. I didn't like poking and prodding people. So I took a different path in my nursing career. I went more towards the office corporate part of it, because that goes on too. So anyway, let's read something positive. And I don't know, I'm just going to randomly pick something. In response to those who say to stop dreaming and face reality, I say keep dreaming and make it reality. And that's from Christian Kahn. Well, that's a good positive thing. If you have a dream, you can work towards making that dream come true. Like I said, you can kind of surround yourself with people that can foster that dream. You can do research into how to accomplish things that you need to know for your dream, whatever that might be. In my life, there's really not a whole lot on my bucket list that I haven't done, which I'm very grateful for. Thank God for that. I always wanted to take like a month and go to Fiji. I don't know why Fiji, it's just something that was in there. But that dream has sort of faded away because, like I said, I don't like to travel. And I wouldn't want to leave my dogs for a month. I wouldn't want to leave my family for a month, especially as crazy as things are. And travel, just not on my bucket list anymore. But I would like to see the Northern Lights. And we had the Northern Lights coming down here. When I say down here, I'm right on the north coast by Lake Erie for a day or so, this past summer. And I missed it. I even drove around trying to see it, and it just didn't materialize. So hopefully I'll get the opportunity again, because I don't really want to travel up north to Scandinavia or I don't want to do that either. So maybe someday I'll see the Northern Lights, maybe not. In the meantime, I'll just look at pictures of the Northern Lights. And, honestly, when some people did see them that I know, and they posted pictures on Facebook, and they all kind of said that looking through the lens of a camera made them much more visible than just looking at them with the naked eye. So I didn't know that. So maybe it's not as spectacular here in my area as I thought, but I would still like to see them. So with all the sun flares that go on, maybe that'll become a reality at some point. But it was really cool to see that total eclipse this past summer. That was awesome. And I'd never experienced that before. At least I hadn't paid attention to it. But in my area here, it was a full eclipse, and we even had it get darker for a while, and it was cool. So anyway, don't give up on your dreams. Even if you're older, if you always wanted to paint, start painting. If it's something that, okay, I wanted to watercolor, which is something that I would like to do. I'm not real proficient in watercolor. My medium is oil or acrylic. I prefer oil, but I always thought it'd be nice to dabble in watercolor. And watercolor painting is sort of the opposite of oil painting. With oil painting, you go from dark colors to lighter colors, and with watercolors, it's the opposite. You go from the light colors to the dark colors. So it would be a total different learning curve for me. But once I get this house back in order, I'll try and play with that a little bit. And I really shouldn't even wait until I get the house back in order. If it's something I want to do, I should carve out every day, even if it's only a half an hour, where I say, I'm not doing anything else, I'm just going to watercolor, or I'm just going to work on a new oil painting, or I'm just going to make some jewelry. I still have all the equipment, I'm not getting rid of it. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Taking 1 hour a day, no matter, unless it's something where I can't be home, but just taking 1 hour, half an hour every single day and working towards something that I really want to do. Because I find that what happens is all the busyness going on in your head about I have to do this, I have to do that, it takes over. And then you don't have time at the end of the day. You're either too tired or you just want to veg out a little bit, and you never get to it. So I think I'm going to add that to my repertoire of things that I want to do. I'm going to put that in my notebook, and I'm going to work on that. And maybe I'll start out with 20 minutes. I think sometimes we stop ourselves from doing things if it requires you to make a mess. Like if I'm going to oil paint, you know, I can paint for a half an hour. These are just examples. You can apply this to your whatever dream or whatever. But if I'm going to oil paint, I have to drag out my paints, my canvas, you know, all that stuff. And then I have to clean my brushes. I can't just leave them. And it's the cleanup part that I don't like. So it's not like I can sit at my easel and just start painting. I mean, I can start, but, you know, it would take a good 5-10 minutes to clean up after myself. And I guess the way I could do that is find a place in the house here somewhere, and it would have to be down here on the first floor, where I can just leave the easel and leave the painting and not have to put everything away all the time. So finding a little niche or niche, however you want to say it, in your house for your crafting or knitting or coloring or painting or whatever it is you want to do, just finding a corner where you can leave a little bit of a mess and not have to worry about, you know, cleaning it up right away. As long as it doesn't go overboard and then you end up with a big huge mess. So anyway, do some things that you love to do. Carve out a little bit of time every day. If you're a busy mom with working and, you know, whatever, you know, start with small chunks of time and then just do something for yourself. Do something working towards your dream. If it's exercising, you know, go for a 10-15 minute walk. And whatever it is, you know, you don't have to do it all in one chunk either. You can do 15 minutes here and 20 minutes there, and, you know, just do something for yourself. You can light some candles, make it a nice place where it's peaceful, and, you know, even if you have kids, I mean, if you have little tiny kids, you could do it during nap time. I used to read Gothic romance novels when my kids were napping or at night. I used to like to do that. I haven't done that in many, many years. I guess the Gothic romance has lost its appeal. But anyway, you know, if you have little kids, carve out little chunks of time for yourself. And I know a lot of us say, well, the kid's napping and I have to clean this or I have to clean that. And I mean, we kind of get lost in our busyness. I guess that's a good way to put it. And I know that's what happens to me, and I don't like it, because then I don't get to what I really want to do, because all this other stuff takes over all my time. So, all right, well, that's it for my chat today. So let me know in the comments below what some of your dreams are. Are you working towards them? Are you not working towards them? Is it like, oh, forget it, I just can't fit it in? Maybe some of these suggestions might help you do that. All right. friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you. And I'll see you next time.